is Wilson, and my idea is LiftOne. Our goal is to track small changes to hint for bigger problems. So meet Jane. She's part of 30% of seniors who live alone. Unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, she tripped and fell. But fortunately, her son was around. But under different circumstances, the consequences could have been devastating. Now, her children are constantly worried for her well-being. Her kids want the ability to predict for potential health concerns. So they want to monitor her activity and sleep levels. So they buy her a Fitbit. They also want Jane the ability to send an emergency alert in case she falls down again or ever needs assistance. So they buy her a Philips Lifeline. If Jane ever becomes unconscious, they also want you down. So they buy her a room monitor. Unfortunately, there's so many products that do a great job, but there's not one simple solution that can combine all these features. Until now. By combining our mobile app with the Mio armband from Downlink Labs, we can track Jane's everyday daily life patterns and provide her the ability to provide an emergency alert at the lift of a finger. For those who don't know about the Mio armband, essentially it's just an open source device that reads your muscle movement. So it reads the electrical activity in your muscles, so it can read your different arm movements, rotations, and gestures. So how will Jane actually use our mobile app in combinations with the Mio armband? One example is first the emergency gesture. So if Jane ever falls down or needs assistance, she basically just records her emergency gesture. So it could be anything from simple, just rotating your index finger, moving all 5 fingers, or just lifting your pinky for a prolonged time. The armband will recognize any gesture, and then that can notify the proper authorities or people. Another example is every time Jane walks, her arm moves. So from that, there's a lot of physical data that you can gather and analyze. One example is her walking speed. So you can kind of determine when her physical health starts to deteriorate based on if she's taking longer to walk the same distance. You can send an alert to her family. Another example is when she sleeps, her arm doesn't move as much. So you can kind of determine how long she sleeps for, when she sleeps, or if she's even waking up in the middle of the night often, which could be a sign of urinary tract issues. There are a lot of things you can do with the Mio armband and our mobile app. There's a lot of data to analyze, and just other features such as detecting seizures or if she becomes unconscious. So anyone with permission can access this information. It can be Jane herself, with family members, or even caregivers who want to get a better understanding of her. And as more people use our app, we can get more data to make it more accurate and potentially provide benchmark metrics so users can compare with each other. This is small and simple. We want to be targeting the children of the seniors, so we're going to give the activity and sleeping metrics because we all want to see that information. And for the other features like emergency alert and condition notifications, that's $10 per month. Thank you.
So you're going to utilize the armbands, and so it's basically all software. There's no hardware component, no activity monitor.
Exactly. So the only hardware is the armband. It's kind of like an iPhone. They just create the armband and they create the platform, so all these developers can create different programs or apps for the armband. So our only objective is the mobile app to complement the hardware.
And there's open source software that goes along with it?
Yeah, so they create all the APIs, they create the platforms to create the coding for things to make sure it works with the armband. Sorry. Cool. Thank you.